gospel of redemption as directed by Chukwukika Abiyama himself in heaven. And this very gospel, we must preach it. Therefore, we must pray. We give thanks unto thee, O Elohim, for there is none like thee. There can never be any like thee. You are the beginning and the end. You are the Alpha and the Omega. Our lives are in the palm of your hands. We commit all that we are unto thee. We have come as the ancients did before us, as our ancestors did before we came, to offer praise and adoration unto your holy name and no other. For we do not worship any idol. We do not worship anything born of a human being. We do not worship anything carved out of a tree. We do not bow down before anything molded with the hands of men. It's only thee that we worship. That is why we have come this very evening on this hallowed platform that you yourself created, to offer you unadulterated praise and to hand over to thee all that we can ever become, because Biafra is yours. This very family of IPOB, you molded yourself. You decreed that IPOB must come, and now that we have come, that we may worship thee, O Elohim, please accept our offering of praise and sacrifice unto your holy name, because there is no other like thee. We will continue to adore thee. We will continue to worship thee. And as I said before, and I will reiterate, as we pray unto thee, that Biafra is your possession, we will sacrifice Biafra unto thee, that you may guide us in all that we do. It's only you that sees the hearts of men. If there is anything that we are hiding, if there is anything that we have concealed from our people, oh Elohim, you will judge us very harshly. But if our hands are clean, our hearts very pure, you will bless IPOB, and you will bless me, and you will bless my family, because it's a promise from you. All our hope and our trust is upon thee. May your name be glorified. May you be exalted. May you, O Elohim, be praised. Now and forevermore we pray. Iyke, Iyke, Iyke.
Scheduled Zoom meeting. Topic: Fundraising for Ikonso's family / Ikonso Foundation. Date: on 15th May 2021. Time: 2 p.m. Eastern Time, US, Canada. Dial by your location: US, New York, +1 929205 6099. US, Washington, D.C., +1 30 1715 8592. US, Chicago, +1 312 6266 799. US, St. Joe's, +1 669 900 6833. US, Tacoma, +1 253 215 8782. US, Houston, +1 346 248 7799. Meeting ID 884-0232-3262. Passcode 777681. Find your local number at https://us.2web.zoom.us/u/kbclk0utq. Special guest, our indomitable leader, Mazi NNAMDI'S, RSVP, Mrs. Bridget Okafor, Women Leader IPOB USA. Number +1 215 715 7709. Wada Adania Omudegu, +171 3385 2240. Mrs. Beatrice Okezie, +134 751 77934. Wada Rosemary Williams, +1619 3818 Mrs. Ndidiamaka Egomono, +190 485 94687. Mrs. Love Akobondo, +1917 29 75037. Account information: Chase Bank. Account name: IPOB Women Inc. Routing number 0830000137. Account number 528087238. Zelle Cash App Pay. Account name IPOB Women Inc. Email omoadab@yahoo.com. This announcement is coming to you from the table of the All-State Media, led by Mrs. Obiageri Mboma, under the leadership of the Supreme General, IPOB leader worldwide, Mazi NNAMDI'S. All hail Biafra.
He comes with the chalice of God, the Holy Grail himself.
I am Ikonso, a commander in ESN, Eastern Security Network. We live to die. We also die to live. I vowed to give you freedom with my life, and I maintained my vow till death. For your sake, I left my family to the world beyond, and so I plead that you do not abandon them, you do not forget them, and you do not stop supporting ESN. I am Ikonso, one among the brave warriors of the sacred land of Biafra, who devoted to nothing but the fight for total freedom. I was betrayed on this quest, as we may all know. But the truth is that I have been sent to where the battle is even more tough. The battle of the spirits. I am Ikonso. I am not afraid of battles. All I ask for is that you always remember me and my men. We do not care to die. We do not care about losing our lives to save your lives. What we care about is that our names never dies with us. I have a family. We have our families. We have our responsibilities. And we believe that you are capable of taking care of them. As we embark further on a tougher assignment in the land of the Spirit. We ask you to keep fighting. Do not stop fighting. Do not stop remembering us. Do not stop taking care of our families. And do not give up until Biafra is restored, because both the living and the dead deserves freedom. Remember that I still remain your warrior, Ikonso. All hail Biafra.
Why? Set them why? Oh, we want to speed up. It's a radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station. You're listening to. This is Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
Alright, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi Peters. I say one more time, Shabbat Shalom to each and every one of you. I want to start this morning with news and musical news. The music is very sweet to my ear that I think I have to grab it first before I go into other details. He says, yeah, Fulani ready for Nigeria breakup. Mighty Allah. Wow. They are ready to go. We have no choice. They are free to go to wherever their land is. Afani Ferret is responding to that. They say they are ready to go, and then Afani Ferret is saying, hey, you can go. Let me read this story in its entirety. It says, the Mighty Allah Kutal Hall has declared that the Fulani ethnic stock is ready to break away from Nigeria if the country comes to that eventual decision. Yeah, we want you to go. You don't have to wait. We've been asking you to just leave us alone. Go back to Fundraising, where you come from. The National Secretary of the Association, Alsan Saleh, made the declaration on Friday while reacting to the decision of the 17 southern governors to ban open grazing after they held a meeting on Tuesday in Ahaba, Delta State. He said Asaba. It is not Asaba, it is Ahaba. Seller said, if the South feels because they have oil, they can show this open hatred to the Fulanese, I bet you are late. You cannot expel an ethnic group that has a population of 17 million people from an entity. So, if the agitators want to divide the country today, or this minute, we will budge, or we will help. We are ready to go. We are more prepared than any other tribe. Nowhere is this type of ban done. You can only control it, but the Fulani, the nature move about with their animals. They are not only in Nigeria, they are all over Africa. They should go to other places. Just get out, leave the Hausa land alone and for the Hausa people. In an interview with Saturday Tribune, Salas stated that the issue of Fulani herders was resolved by governors 25 years ago, but no government had deemed it fit to implement the decision, saying, we are just moving forward and backward. According to him, herders are not the problem facing the country, but the ethnic profiling of the Fulani in the country, particularly in the south, is mind-boggling. They, Southerners, want to force us to react, but we don't react that way. Compared to what we went through in Guinea and Sudan, and we have survived, this is even a child's play. Wow. Okay, so you are evil. Your trouble didn't even start today. We understand that 2023 is also part of the game plan. They want to get power on a platter of gold. Nobody will give them power like that. They must seek our support. People who want power don't behave in this manner, the mighty Allah scribe stated. He added, haters are insignificant when it comes to problems of this country. Are they the ones looting the treasury? What damage are they causing to this country? Compare them with the criminal activities of Yahoo boys, internet fraudsters, kidnappers, political looters, bandits in power, and vagabonds in power like Governor Samuel Autumn. Do you think if there is no oil money, all these things will be happening? What we are saying in a nutshell, I don't know if I will have to continue reading. Okay, let me continue. It says, today we are ready. Let them divide the country. Let them not wait till tomorrow. We are better prepared than any other ethnic nationality. Repeating the same thing. So we are ready. Let them divide the country. Let us die. We that don't have oil. It's lamenting. But in a swift reaction, the Pan-Yoruba socio-political group, Afanifere, said the Fulani were free to go if they were ready, but the Yoruba remained insistent that the country must be restructured. The spokesperson of the group, Mr. Jare Ajayi, in a telephone interview with Sunday Tribune on Sunday said, if they, Fulani, say that they are ready to go, so be it. It is up to them to go wherever their land is. Our reaction is just like our acting leader, Chief Ayo Adebanjo, said this afternoon at our meeting in Ijebu-Ode. The Yoruba have contributed much more than any other ethnic nationality in the country. So, for that reason, anybody who had invented or invested into any venture would not want that venture to collapse. If that means because of the contribution of the Nigerian project, we would not want it to fail. But that is not to say that Nigeria should continue to be one Nigeria at the expense of the cooperation, peaceful coexistence of Yorubas. The primary thing is for any individual to exist in true, secure, peaceful, and safe environment atmosphere. Also, the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF, expressed disgust at Mighty Allah's outbursts. PANDEF's National Publicity Secretary, Ken Robinson, said on Friday that it was unfortunate that the body of cattle breeders had become the mouthpiece of the Fulani race in the country. He described the development as a shame and undeserving of response. Mighty Allah saying that Fulanis are ready for a breakup of the country. Seriously, does that deserve the honor of a response? When did Mighty Allah become the mouthpiece of the Fulani? It is a shame that this is how shabby they have reduced the country to. That will suffice, Robinson said. All right, so I am saying, adding to that, my dear brothers, pack your loads, just get away. Nobody wants you. Biafra is here to stay, Oduduwa is here to stay. Very soon the Middle Belters will join. There, the Hausa people will kick you, will help the Hausa kick you out of there because you don't belong there. You went in there and deceived their fathers and keep changing their names to whatever suits you. That's all that is going to be over very, very soon. Not much, not long. I think shorter than we expect it to be. I came upon an article yesterday on Facebook written by somebody I respect very much. His name is Tai Obasi. Tai Emeka Obasi. He wrote something that quite attracted my attention because I know his thoughts. I've read a lot of his articles. I know the way he thinks. He was one of those who thought that who wanted to be politically correct. He does, in the sense, he is not into. He wasn't very much into the Biafran thing at the beginning. I read most of his articles, so that's why I was shocked yesterday when I read what he wrote, and I said to myself, the best way I can comment on this is to bring it up. So I'm reading it up. I'm reading his entire article this morning. It's quite long, but it's something that I really want us to deliberate on today on our conversation. Tell me what you think about what he's written. Just go slow on him. Don't start jumping on him because he is somebody else. He's a very great writer. He writes very well, But the only thing is I disagree with him in principle in certain things that he says. But this one, I think I agree with him completely. So let me read it. It says here, written by Tai Emeka Obasi. Is with Apa Alibo and 17 others. This is what their thoughts is on the whole thing that's happening. Better start listening to him now. Who is he talking about? He's talking about our leader Mazi NNAMDI'S by Tai Obasi. That's the title. It says, better start listening to him now by Tai Obasi. If you haven't been listening to Mazi NNAMDI'S, better start listening to him now. And when you do, better go far back and listen to every past broadcast of that extremely courageous dude that you can lay your hands on. Go to our IPOB community radio, go to the podcast. You will see all the broadcasts. He said, forget how he delivers his sermons. Forget his name callings. Just pick the facts of his messages. By the way our leader talks, he touches everybody. But I always add something to it. That is love. He loves you so much. My father used to do that very much. My father would just say, he knows I'm not Anuafia. He was just trying to pull me up, to go do something, because if they pamper you, hey, P-boy, no, you would know that the man is serious. You wake up. So that's exactly what our leader used to do, and I don't take offense about it. It's nothing. You don't have to worry. It doesn't mean you're an warfare. So let me keep reading. I repeat, he saw tomorrow. Forget how he delivers his sermons. Forget his name callings. Just pick up the facts of his messages. Then he said, I repeat, he saw tomorrow. Yes, he did. His tone and curses of the enemy and perceived betrayers are only based on frustration. Of course, frustration that he can't, as an Igbo man, aspire to be president in a country members of his tribe lost heart, breaking immeasurable liters of blood to behold. He can't aspire to be the service chief in his own country just because he was born a Biafran. A country he can't even express freedom of speech and fight to self-determination without having to dance with a python and declared a terrorist. A country he can't get any federal appointment by merit without a quota system that benefits mainly the mediocre. Okay? A country he can't even be allowed to do his private business without restrictions simply because the Igbo man must not overachieve. A country that is deteriorating so fast that his own children face even worse prospects. These and many more make the Igbo leader mad, and his tone betrays his emotions. But forget his choice of words in addressing even his own Igbo elders and leaders. Get to his message and then discover that apart from expressing courage, that he is a genius. The Fulani plan for other tribes in Nigeria is now very clear to even the blind. Mazi NNAMDI'S started very early to fight against where we are today. When he started raising alarm over Ruga, many thought he smoked weed. Did you listen to him warn hoodlums trying to capitalize on the absence of security agents on streets of Southeast that they have ESN to contend with? Did you listen to him say categorically that he doesn't know who the unknown gunmen are, but hailed their cause and sternly warning them never to touch private buildings, destroy private businesses, or waste the life of any innocent citizen? Did you hear him repeatedly warn ESN never to engage private citizens, but rather to destroy any terrorist that steps feet into Southeast in any guise? Like I said, you better start listening to him. He might be described as a rebel, but clearly one with a very good cause. And he is doing it the only way he knows how. He's got guts too, and plenty of it. Pity that he came when the only father that should have greatly streamlined his cause had sadly left the shores of Igbo land, taking off the father of Biafra, the great Ikemba of Igbo land. So what do you think? What are your thoughts? This is great. This is great. I'm so excited about it because you know why? Like I said, I know his thoughts. I've been reading a lot of his articles. A lot of it. Anytime he writes something, I might not pass the comment, but I look at it. But now he is now beginning to come. And all I can say to him is, maybe you knew this before, but for me, this is the time you have expressed it. So I say, welcome to the club. Welcome to the seekers of truth. Welcome to the line of truth. Because Eziokwu if they do, and you did very well. And people are commenting here, but I don't want to read their comments. I want to leave this comment to you guys that are listening to me this morning. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We are here. We are IPOB, and there's nothing anybody can do to stop our quest. We know what our quest is. We know where we are going. We know where we are going, and that's our quest is our freedom, which is very, very paramount to us, very important to us. There's nothing anybody can do. We are IPOB.
We are not like other people.
Absolutely not.
Because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood. But they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special. Exceptionally special. The largest mass movement in the whole world, bar none. And we did it because Chukwokika Biama is with us. We did it because Chukwokika Biama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist. Because we are not stopping. I am NNAMDI'S and I don't stop until I get what I want. We are not like other people.
As we continue to mourn the very great and gallant hero, Ikonso, which means the chalice of God, the Holy Grail himself.
Ikonso, Biafran warrior, Ikonso, freedom fighter man, Ikonso is our hero, Ikonso in a resting at the paradise.
You fought like a soldier, and you died like a soldier. You never betrayed our motherland. Your legacy lives on.
You are a gallant soldier, a fervent soldier, benevolent soldier. My brother, you will live on. Ikonso, you will live on. Ikonso, Ikonso, you are a hero. Ikonso,
Okike Bahadiko.
To be avenged, because it is appointed unto man to die only but once. It is the way you die that matters. It is the way you exit the stage that matters.
The sudden death is unbearable. I feel the pain from my innermost heart. It's just hard to say goodbye, my hero.
Ebani no nechebe kasino to guanana. You left us, but you live on.
All on our bogo, Nantekwala Biafra, Njinji Chireji, Ala Juroye, Iya Nurta, ESN Commander, Umunde Rayanye, Ikonsa Wala.
You are innocent. You offended nobody, but they choose to kill you.
For you,
You offended
to restore the
nobody, but they choose to kill you. We revenge now.
There will be no mercy. There will be no mercy. I'm telling you that because None. Let that heaven fall. That we will all perish. If that is the will and the wish of the Most High Elohim.
Because your death will be remembered.
As Biafrans mourn you, the whole world mourns you too.
It really pains my heart that you are no more.
You are a hero.
The shock can never go out from my heart that you are no more. Continue fighting.
You are a hero.
Your sacrifices will never be forgotten. We will get Biafra for you. Reincarnate soon.
And the council will be avenged without apologies to any idiot wherever in the world. And work is ongoing to that effect. And we're not going to stop until the heads are complete. 2000.
Why set them why? Oh, we want to freedom. The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station. You're listening to this is Radio Biafra.
All right, today, don't forget, today 2 p.m. Eastern Time. That should be like 7 p.m. Biafra land time, I think. Yes. 2 p.m. Here in the United States, we are raising fundraising for the Ikonso Foundation is coming up. Our leader, Mazi will be the guest of honor in that program, so make sure that you stay tuned. Yesterday, I gave out, I was able to read out the ID for the program that is coming up. Let me see if I can find it now. I got it. So the ID number to run into the Zoom program is 884 02 32 32 62. One more time, I repeat. The ID is 884 02 32 32 62. That's very simple. Just write it in. The passcode is 777 681. 777-681 will all be present at that event. So make sure you tune in, go to your Zoom, type in the ID, and then type in the passcode, and you'll be let into it and be able to. It's fundraising. We're trying to raise funds because you know what these hoodlums did? They went back to the family after they killed this guy, and they raked the place down. I'm talking about re-raking down. I have a video of it, which we are actually going to display on that Zoom so you can see what happened there after they killed him. They went to his father's room. These are the people who are claiming, oh, we went into the camp of ESN. These are cowards. These are stupid, idiotic cowards. Videos online, we're going to see it in its entirety. They went to his father's house, dragged him out, killed him, went back again and burnt down the entire family. Not even just the house, but the home of his uncles. You know the way we live with cousins, and we're like a family. They burnt down everything. These hoodlums did. The video will be on display today on that program so that you can see it yourself. Our leader, Mazi is going to be a special guest of honor on that program. So please make sure that you are in today, Saturday, the 15th. That's the way it's holding. 2 p.m. Eastern Time. But that should translate to about 7 p.m. Biafra land time. I think so, yes. So make sure that you stay tuned in, and thank very much for ESN for what they are doing for us. We are very
Biafrans Got Talent exclusive.
If it's not for IP, tell me where do I go? If not for ESN, where do we stay? If not for IP, tell me where do I go? If not for ESN, where do we stay? IPOB, thank you. Thank you. ESN, thank you. IPOB, thank you. ESN, thank you.
ESN is chasing away criminals in our land, in Biafra land. Yeah.
Before we were truly messed up, but right now we are fully secure.
Wait cannot stop. willing to stand for our rights. We say thank you for protecting Biafra land.
Yeah. You've been fighting so hard, protecting motherland against the Fulanese enemies of Biafra land.
They are the soldiers that we know, bronze to safeguard and keep us safe.
If it's not for IPOB, tell me where do I go? If not for ESL, where do we stay? If not for IPOB, tell me where do I go? If not for ESL, where do we stay? IPOB, thank you.
Thank you, ESN.
Thank you, IPOB.
We say thank you,
ESN. Thank you.
I say never slow down until our enemies are all down. Yeah.
You've been the power I can rely on. That is a fact that I can't deny.
Champion soldiers fighting stronger and protecting lives. The pain you feel today will be the joy you feel tomorrow.
We say yes to you, yes, like every day. Cause if it's not for
IPOB, tell me where do I go? If not for ESM, where do we stay? If not for IPOB, tell me where do I go? If not for ESM, where do we stay? IPOB, thank you. ESM, thank you. IPOB, thank you. ESM, thank you.
We are grateful to God for ESN. More praise to your neighbors. Thank you.
Oh yes, ESN is here.
Long live ESN, long live IPOB, long live our leader Mazi NNAMDI'S. All hail Biafra. Biafra, we hail you. Support ESN wherever you are.
All right, with that, I'm going to open up the line for you to go into your conversation with me this morning. We're going to really talk about the article that I read out for you. That's where I want to base my talk this morning. But if you have other things in your mind, other things you want to talk about, you are free to do so. Today is Saturday. Shabbat Shalom to each and every one of you one more time. As I open up the line, let us make sure that we consider that there are other people that are trying to come in, and just give them a room, say what you have to say, go straight to the point, say what you want to say, and allow others to come in. And another thing we spoke about the the Fulanis who said they are ready to break away. That's good news for me. Like I said before, it's a song to my ear. It's music. It's music to my ear. Listen, I love it so much. So they can.
Please, I'm not going to take it down.
Point living. Why are they crying? The so-called northern governors have been holding meetings for 100 years now, and the southerners just hold only one meeting, and everybody is crying. Now he's even saying that 25 years ago they agreed. I don't know what they agreed 25 years ago anyway. I wasn't part of it. I don't really know what it is. I have a call coming in. Let me take this one. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you, my brother, Mazi Peters.
You're the first caller today, sir. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. I'm the first caller, Mazi Ndukokoro. Calling from my usual Biafran land location. Thank you. Now, I want to comment first on this Meti Allah Secretary's, what they said, that they want to go immediately. May God help them to just leave now. And they said because of the southern governors had a meeting and then placed a ban on them. Please, let them know that the southern governors did not place a ban on the open grazing. They are only re-echoing an existing law. You understand? This has been an existing law since 1968. The pronouncement was made by a federal high court judge. And our leader made us to understand that if somebody like a judge can make such a pronouncement, it is binding to the whole country. Yep. So this our leaders. Yes, our leaders did not ban them. They re-echoed an existing law, which maybe these people never even knew. Like something you read, the man that was writing glowingly about our leader. Yes. He said, listen to our leader. Listen to his past broadcast. So please refer this Meti Allah Secretary to refer to the last broadcast of our leader, he will now see when our leader told the world that this has been an existing law since 1968. Probably this secretary of Metiala have not been born by then, or if they have been born, they should not be up to 5 years of age. So they don't know. They should stop accusing our southern leaders of placing a ban on grazing. It has been an existing law. So they should know that. Please, let them know it's an existing law. That's what I want to say for today. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. All right, thank you, Ndukwe. Thank you for your call. The point is that whether they like it or not, our leader, like I said before, I made a reference to IPOB Community Radio. Download the app. When you take the app in, go to podcast, you will see all his old broadcasts. Everything he has always said. None has, I've never seen somebody so consistent. Everything he said, it makes it look like a prophetic thing. But this man is talking, and people are more interested in what he's saying and the way he is expressing himself. It's out of anger and frustration. Like Tayo Basi wrote, the man is frustrated. How can you see people you respect, people you think are intellectuals, and you are talking to them and they are behaving like they are not the people you start feeling ashamed of yourself for even regarding these people as being something, when actually they are a bunch of blockheads that don't know anything. What is carrying them is their ego, as I am the one talking. Even if you are not making sense, people will revere you. But Nnamdi Kanu is not the type that will respect you because you think you make sense. If you are stupid, he's going to tell you. If you respect yourself and say the truth, he's going to hail you. Just listen to him. I used to describe him to my friends. I said, this man has no permanent enemy. He has no permanent friend. Yes. Which is very good. So he's not discriminating. I have a call coming on Principal Officer's line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, Iyke.
Good morning.
Good morning here. I'm calling from Canada.
Welcome to the program.
Yes, I want to comment the Arewa that they are threatening to leave Nigeria. Who is begging them?
I don't know.
Huh? If they should leave today. Not because they did it sometime within Nnamdi Azikiwe, and then Nnamdi Azikiwe went and tell them not to leave, and they thought that who are they threatening? Who are they? Are they stupid? They're very, very coward people. Like their army that went to Obi-Wan killed our sister in Obibu. The Nigerian army, what they do is just to go in the night and kill people. They can't come face to face and challenge somebody. Nigerian army, they killed the person when he was sleeping. Now this our sister that they killed with other 4 men. They killed them when they were sleeping. Why is that they will not go in the daytime to go and challenge them? They should go. We don't need them. They should go. Fulani should go. We don't need them. Even they should declare Biafra today if that they are serious. They should declare Biafra so that we have our freedom. So, Mazi, I want to appreciate you for your good work.
Thank you, sir.
Hello?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. Like my brother said, they're free. Nobody's holding them from going. Yeah, there's something that came up yesterday on channels. They were talking to somebody, and the person rightly described. I love that article, so I think I'm going to have to play it off the video when there's nobody calling the line at the moment. They were talking of, I think that was Ambode. Was it Ambode? Yes. I'm looking for that clip. I saw it. I saw the clip. It was very interesting because this man was bold enough to tell Tinubu that he's a criminal, and we know that was exactly what it is. The only person that has been able to speak up and say it the way it is. And then Falana came up with something about, you remember the banning of a channel that is, they charged them 5 million because he took a phone call from a media person. They took a phone call. They called him to express himself. So now they are placing a ban on channels. They fined them 5 million. So Falana said something very interesting about it, and I need us to listen very carefully because this is the University of Biafra and Radio Biafra. We have to pay attention to certain things that people say. When they jump around and they do something, they think that the whole world is keeping quiet. what my anger is with this is that they knew these things all along and they keep quiet and until it happens to them. When they carried it, something now it's affecting them. Now people are now beginning to talk. Like Falanas, that there's a very learned lawyer. He is. I respect him as a lawyer, as a very good one for that matter. But you see, speak about it generally. Don't make it look like it's only a tribal thing. And that's where I had a problem with. But I'm happy. Let's listen to what he is saying about the ban, the money that they place on channel. Listen to this. Very interesting.
Or the minister, the entire members shall meet, and if you an opportunity, a hearing, in fact the Lord said it shall be a public hearing where you will state your case, and if there are witnesses, they will give their evidence before the commission can take a decision, and the decision will be based on majoritarian principle. In other words, majority of the members of the board must endorse the sanction that is going to be meted out to any offending journalist or media organization. In the case of Channels Television, none of the provisions of the law was complied with. You don't need to be a lawyer, therefore, to know that the conduct of NBC is illegal, null and void. But that is not all. The code, the amended code, the code NBC code, that was allegedly amended last year, under which the sanctions were imposed on the Channels Television. Yet, a government that loudly proclaims to operate under the rule of law is using the same instrument to impose sanctions on Channels Television and thereby deny the entirety of Nigerians access to information. I therefore submit that if the Channels Television paid the fine of 5 million naira, it should be refunded without any further delay. Secondly, the NBC should apologize publicly to the Channels Television and the Nigerian people for violating our collective rights.
Yes, I have to stop it there because it's quite a long thing. I'm not going to. You see, this is press gagging, and I love this. Our leader, Mazi, remember, in one of his broadcasts, he said something about this. He said he doesn't even know why these people should pay that money. And I personally feel that way. Why are they paying? What would they do? These are not people providing the equipment for you to do a broadcast. What, shut you down? How? How are they going to? How many times have they tried to shut down Radio Biafra? Let them keep trying. Let them keep struggling because these people are a bunch of idiots. Just because the Channel TV made a phone call to our media man, Emma Powerful, and he responded, that was it. All hell turned loose because when they lie, they come in and lie. You see, anything that these people do and think they're harming IPOB or harming Biafran restoration, they are wasting their time. Each time they do something, it brings our now all the press, the TV houses, now the media, they all know that they have no right to shut them down because they wrote something. It's not just wake up, one man will just wake up and throw a fine and you quickly go and pay the fine. For what? This is what he's saying. He was reading basically what the code says. He was reading it, that they have no right. For them to even pass anything, they have to hold a meeting. And it's going to be a public hearing. Public hearing means that people have to vote in the public. Because you're depriving the public of information. Useful information. Because, they go out there, or they go to court, they run and come back, IPOB is a terrorist organization, and everybody will listen to them. No. They are saying that it is wrong. They have no power. They have the right. The enemy, the person that is being prosecuted has a right to air his view on national forum, and the person prosecuting, not just one-sided. They say one thing that is one side that favors them, and they fall in the war. They went to this guy's home. They killed him in his father's house. They came out and lied. Oh, we went to the den of ESN. You did not go anywhere. You killed him in his father's house. You came back, you burned down the family's house. Now, this guy called on the phone channels. God knows why they did. They called him, and Imam Powerful was able to try to explain what happened. The next thing we hear, like I say, when they want to do something, they think that the world is so silly and stupid. You are beginning to get it. You are beginning to get the news. They're beginning to get the good news. Everybody, they're now crying they want to leave. You can leave and go to blazes. Who cares? Whether you leave or you don't leave, you want to stay, you don't want to stay. Biafra is here to stay, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. I have a call coming in on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Mazi Peters. Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir. I Peters, and I say Shabbat Shalom to you today. And thank you for being again today, my brother. I say Iyke continue stretching you. Thank you for what you have been doing for Biafra. My brother, we really appreciate you so much. Thank you, my brother. You are doing wonderful, and we love you so much. Mazi, you will see Biafra. Mazi, I just want to take this opportunity to appreciate Onyendu, the one and the only Mazi NNAMDI'S, the man who stands strong, says whatever it may take, he's ready to defend his people. I say may his days belong on this earth. Long live Mazi NNAMDI'S, long live IPOB. Long live United States of Biafra, and also long live ESN. Mazi, my name is Mazi Madabuchiduru. I hail from Okigwe province, Biafra land. Mazi, what I want to say about here today, Mazi, if time permit me, I want to talk about politics now. What is happening now, Mazi? We are here to pass information. Mazi, do you know that this man called himself Charles Chukwuma Soludo have defected to Apuga? And I will tell you a reason, Mazi. We are following these people up, and we never give them any breathing space to do what they want to do. Chukwuma Soludo today, you see what is happening in IPOB, and this idiot that defected says they want to open their own radio to do their own. Soludo knows about them, and is one of them. He's doing all these things to derail what we have been doing, and we're not giving them any space to do what they want to do. Chukwuma Soludo is in APC. Today is in Apuga. What makes me to go to Apuga is this, Mazi. He went to Abuja to tell Abuja people that if he remain in APC to contest for Anambra election as a governor, nobody will vote for him. Nobody in the southeast will vote for APC. Now he decided to go to Apuga. So through Apuga, he will go to Anambra governorship and win it, and when you get it, it will divert it to APC. That is their plan. If you can recall, remember, Mazi, as our leader said that we will not allow them to contest or to do any election in Biafra land. And at the same time, our leader says he's a Democrat, that he will allow them to, to announce the election, announce the result in Biafra land. But I'm still doubting it, how possible it is. Why I'm saying this is, if you can recall, 2017 November, when this Obieu or Obiagwo or Obiezi, they call Obiano, when he contested, nobody voted for him. But he emerged as a governor of Anambra State. The same thing happened in Imo State. When they put this hopeless and helpless Ozodemba, the Pampas wearer, nobody voted for him. But today, he emerged as a governor of Imo State. So what am I saying in essence, Mazi? If our leader can hear and take and make us to know that we will never give them any brief space so that they will do what they want to do. Because even if we say, okay, let's count this result in Biafra land, all the same, the Abuja will do what they want to do. I will not want to give them any British space. This man called Soludo want to get the ticket to become a governor of Anambra State through Apuga. Why is in APC? Today is in Apuga. So that after he go to Apuga today and get it, he will go to APC. The same thing Okoro Hausa did. Remember that Okoro Hausa in March, when he was a governor of Imo State, he was in Apuga. And after he won the election as a governor of Imo State, where they read him in, not to say he won, they read him in. Today, he's in APC. So this is the way they are doing the things. Maz, if our leader can say, okay, today, because he said one time, he said we will take it by force. We will not only by cotton, but we will take it by force. Let us make it and take it by force. Let we not give them any breathing space. No more election in Biafra land. Let our leader make it this way. I know that our leader is a Democrat and also is a Republican. All the same, let us make it mandatory that there's no more election in Biafra land. That's the way it will do. Because this Soludo will do worse. He will do more worse than what Obiano is doing. Believe in me, he will do more worse. Because these people, we are following them up. We are know where they're heading to. If he get this ticket now and won, he will go to APC. And meaning that Anambra now will go to APC. Mazi, we don't allow this thing to happen. And Mazi, before I drop, sorry for taking your time, before I drop, let me just say something about BBC Igbo. You see, BBC Igbo, they begin to be, today they say they are doing something remarkable, a little bit. I wouldn't say they are doing it all. Let them continue to be objective in their report. As they continue now to, report a little bit good, let them continue. Let them not deviate. Because we know they are afraid. If you know that you are afraid to be a journalist, please resign. Resign if you cannot report the objective, what is going on. But if you say that you will continue to bring us down in what we are doing, we will not give it any breathing space also. We will come after you people. This is the warning. Mazi, thank you for having me and God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I don't really think that we are very interested in who becomes the Anambra state or whatever. They can jump from one party to the other. You don't give a hoot. Whatever our leader says, that's what goes. Everybody's crying about becoming the next governor. They are not thinking about what is going to happen tomorrow. Their women and children are being raped left, right, and center, and they are not saying anything. And then all of a sudden, they will come out to the placard. They want to become governors. The time has gone. NNAMDI Kanu has opened our eyes. Radio Biafra have opened us, have shined us. We know what time it is. It is not the time, the former time they come and share money. Because these people, what have been your reaction? When you come out, people are going to ask you, what did you say when Iyke was killed? What did you say when Agatha was murdered? What did you say when Chiamanda was killed? Giniki Ikulu, nothing. You just go into your house and waiting for an election to come out. And no, we will not allow. It's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. Yesterday, people are waking up. Everybody is talking. It's talking and making a lot of sense. I have a call coming in on Principal Officer's line. Let me take this one before I continue. Caller on Principal Officer's line, tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
My name is Osita, and I'm calling from Mauritius.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Please, I just came back from work now, so joining on this program. There is something that somebody said before you put this thing that the voice information that you put the other time. There is something that the guy that finished said. He said something about that whether Fulani people is saying that they will leave, they want to leave. Yeah. So is that true?
Yeah, it is true. I read it. Yeah, the news, they said they want to leave.
And what are they waiting for?
I don't know.
What are they waiting for? That is what we want. If they want to leave, let them leave. That is what we want. Because in so-called evil forest, because it's this country, that called zoo is more than zoo. It's now an evil forest. So that evil forest it cannot even contain anyone again, because it's not conducive for anyone again. So that one is apart. That is what we need. That is what we need. If they want to go, let them go. It's okay. In fact, since we know them, this is the best thing that they have ever said. This is the best thing they have ever said. And if they say this, let them mean it and truly go. If they truly mean it that they want to go, let them go. It's okay. Who is begging them to stay? Are we begging them? Yeah? If they mean it, let them truly go. That is what we want. At least for us to have our freedom, for us to have ourselves and do what we want to do in our land. Let them go. That's what we want. I'm coming from whether Solu Arwan or Solu Ajoibe be named. Me, I don't know. But that one, in the issue of this election, for me, like what our brother just finished saying now, for me, I think that this election that they are talking about is better that there will be no election in our land. Total, that is, there is not even to the breeze of election should not even come in our land. Don't come to think of the election. The breeze of the election should not even showcase. Come to think of the election himself, because all these things they are doing is just like trade. It's just trade by barter. And again, is all these things that they are doing is just to deceive us. More you can, the less you see, or how did they say it? Whether the less you work out, the less you see. So all these things, that is what they are doing to us. So let them just forget about all these things they are doing. Whether Obiato is doing his own now. So if this one now come up, just imagine the kind of condition we are going to be into in our land now. Which means so let them just all this election issue, they should just forget about it. There's no need, like our brother is saying, tell Mazi, there is no need to tell Mazi Nandekano to allow them to do election. My brother, we are in that country. Now we there. It's true that even though that I'm not there, but my family is there, my people is there. All those people that is there, they are my brothers, they are my sisters.
Yes, thank you.
So there is no need of us waiting for Mazi Nandekano. We can't wait for him to do everything for us. He have already done enough. So it's now late for us to do what we need to do. We can't wait for Mazi Nandekano to come and do everything. He's just like a pastor in the church. He will be the one that will sing, do opening prayer, sing praise and worship, come and correct offering, still give message in the church, still give closing prayer. No, we need to help. We can't wait for him to come and do everything for us. He has done more than enough. He has sacrificed more than enough. So let's do the one that we are going to do. After all, even God, he said it. Everything concerning us with God is 50-50. Do your own and leave the rest for God. So no need for waiting for Mazi Nandekano to do all these things. Let's do the one that we're going to do, and the rest is for whom? Those that will finish it.
Thank you.
That is the only thing. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking news. You know, when it comes to election, like I said before, they can fool themselves all they want. People are watching. They will. If all these events have been going on in our place, what did they say? What is your say? You don't say anything. Then all of a sudden, when the election comes, you want to come in and take off office and want the same people that you did not care for to vote for you. That's silly and stupid. I have a call coming in. Let me take this one. Caller, good morning. Tell us where you're calling from. Caller on private line. What's up?
Dr. Iyke, good afternoon. My name is Kelechi.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Let me start by saying that the Fulani who is saying that they too are ready to leave Nigeria. Anyway, they are just saying that for record purpose, not that they mean it, because they don't have any land in Nigeria. So if they want to leave Nigeria, they should have left before now, because they have no place. Fulani does not have land in the so-called Nigeria. So they are just saying that to make headline. They just want to make headline. It's not that they mean it. That's number one. I listened to this Falano lamenting about illegality of collecting 5 million from Channel TV. Mazi, one of the problems we have in this country is that those who are supposed to know better, I don't know what is wrong with them. It's like the southern governors that is calling for restructuring, calling for this and that, without a plan to implement them. Okay, now, let me just say, Mazi, do you know that more than, it's getting to 2 months now, in Nigeria, their court has been on strike. For getting to 2 months now, all the court judicial system has been shut down in this country. There are innocent people that have been locked up in prison. Police station have been filled up. If tomorrow now, men non gone enter any prison, and release people, they will begin to shout that criminals have been released to the street. But these are innocent people, innocent children that was picked up. And instead of the court to grant them bail, they lock them up, and the court, all of them have gone to their house and relaxed.
Oh, wow.
Now somebody is saying they want to restore. Why are you not giving the judiciary independence to operate? At least let them start from that place. If this man is talking, they will just come and the newspaper and talk ceremonially, and everybody will be happy. They know that if government have collected money from Channel TV, they are not refunding that money. If the government say they are not refunding the money, what is Falana going to do from that studio? Well, how is he going to? You see, this country have gone beyond repair. Every day it gets worse. Every day it gets worse. And the only solution, Mazi, is where we are standing. The solution is go your house, let me go my house. Let us manage ourselves according to our culture and tradition. But in as much as they are running around looking for a way out to patch this, patch that, it's not going to work. And I want to put it to them. Go to China, Japan, come back to Nigeria. What will end this problem is referendum. And what we want is a referendum. What we want is freedom, independent of Biafra. And sometimes I watch what has been happening in Israel for over 3 days now. I see, they say 13 people was killed in Gaza. And what do you call it? This television station in country where you are, CNN, BBC, Al Jazeera, all of them have been on fire because of only 13 people, Mazi, 13, only 13. But thousands of people, thousands of Biafrans are being massacred every day. Even Channel TV is not talking about it. Our sister was just raped by Nigerian army yesterday and killed them. It did not make headline. People were sleeping in their house in Port Harcourt. Nigerian police and army went to that place and killed those people. It did not make headline. But only 13 people, including 13 children for that matter. The whole world is on fire. Mazi, I don't know what is happening in this world though. Sometimes when I wake up, I ask myself, this planet or the into two? Because this part of the world is like it's not part of the planet at all. What is happening here is very astonishing. In fact, it's astonishing. The solution to Nigerian problem is referendum. Those who are calling for restructuring, calling for whatever you are calling for, go there. The southern governors, what we want you to go and present to the zoo is referendum. Let us decide. If we say we want to be in the zoo, then you talk about restructuring. But if we don't want to, I don't think anybody with his right mind want to stay in this darkness. Why should you want to be in Nigeria? Why do you want to be identified as in Nigeria? Just one reason. God bless you.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you so much. Talk about election. It's I don't know. It's so hard for me to comprehend because the situation is going on the way it is, and nobody's saying anything. Yesterday, I got a clip somebody sent to me, where Chief Ambode George was being interviewed, and it has to do with the same election thing that we're talking about. Tinubu, who looks like I saw a picture of him. I saw a picture of Tinubu in the Facebook. Man, that guy looks like I don't know Alosi. I don't know how to pronounce Alosi in English. When you know the meaning of Alosi in English, please tell me, because the man looked like I don't know what he looks like. Jesus Christ! And this is somebody who is struggling to become the president of of the zoo. I have a call. Let me take this call before I go to Ambode's response. Caller, good morning. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good morning, sir. This is William from San Antonio, but I'm calling from Omaha right now.
Welcome to the program.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes,
Welcome
sir.
to the program.
Yes, sir. So I have 3 points to contribute, sir. Just 3 points. My first point is I want to appreciate our leader first and foremost for his resilience and his knowledge and everything, because he's been doing a great job, man. He's been doing a great job. I want to thank him so much for all he's been doing for us. He's been working day and night. He's been busy trying to make us feel involved. I want to thank him so much. Secondly, about Falana, I want to just say, let him enjoy his Nigeria, because all of us know the truth. We know what he's supposed to be doing about Nigeria, but nobody's doing nothing about it. They do the truth, but they don't want to do anything about it. Just whenever they are affected, that's when they show themselves that they know what to say.
Absolutely.
Okay, look at this. Look at what is going on in the East. The whole military from State is not coming to the East. For what? To do what? What is going on? Why are they bringing the military to the East? You know? And meanwhile, Boko Haram is in the north, having their fun, doing their open prayers, and in the open place. There's no military. There's nothing. There's nobody to kind of confront them. But they're bringing all troops to the East. So what I'm saying is that they all know the truth, but they don't want to say it because it don't concern them. So
yes,
you don't want to talk about it. So, but the last one is this, that I want to contribute is this. The other one is the election in Anambra State. I know that our leader is a wise man. You know what to do about it. All their plans, all whatever they are doing about this election in Anambra State, I trust our leader that he is man enough to know what is right for us. So I will never doubt this. Whatever he says stands. Because I believe that all those guys in Anambra, they're trying to get there to just be slaves so that they'll keep on suffering us, keeping us under bondage. So I know that my leader is able and he knows what to do about it. So the last one is this. I want to just talk about this people that want to leave. Well, they are welcome to leave. But I'm not sure if they are saying what they meant what they are saying, because sometimes they just say just to make headline like the lady says. They want to make headline. They just want to make headline. So they are welcome to leave. We don't want to have our place filled with all these ladies that has no dream, nothing to show in this life. So that's my contribution. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Dan, you too. Thank you very much for call. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Like I was saying when talk about election, on Rice TV yesterday, somebody sent me something that is very interesting and I need you to share with me. For those who think that the way Tinubu is running around, look at the way he looks like Alosi, and he wants to be president. The man that looks like, I don't know. Why did they even allow him to? Somebody took that photograph. Oh my goodness. Why? Why? Let's listen to this. This is a very interesting thing that.
As a result of worsening insecurity, fears have been expressed by a growing number of stakeholders that any talk of politics at this time will be a clear demonstration of the insensitivity of those currently saddled with running the affairs of the country.
That's correct.
Well, at this point, we're now being joined by Chief Olabode George, retired naval officer, elder statesman, administrator, and a chieftain of the People's Democratic Party, to have a conversation on the current state of the nation, as much as time will permit us. Good morning, sir, and welcome to the program.
A very good morning to you, Dr. Abati.
Morning, sir. Well, a simple question. As they say in popular Nigerian lingo, how country?
Balance.
Yes.
Well, I believe we dey, but we not dey can't pay.
Well, what do you think is wrong, and what is the way forward? What should we do?
I believe that for over 75 years that I have lived on this Mother Earth, I had never experienced or seen my nation in this situation. It's like we were headless. Nothing is going on. And I feel that the issue of this, the insecurity in the land, the lack of unemployment in the land, and so many vagaries of inactivities, jumpstarting, encouraging people to move from A to B peacefully, to carry out their normal jobs and duties and make their money at the end of the month and keep their family alive. We can't guarantee that anymore. So I keep wondering, because this is no longer a matter of party A or party B, Nigeria is in dire strait. The president must rise to the level where I can't teach him because he was my boss in the military. Now, there are so many ways, I believe, from my military training, that you can approach the situation. We have what we used to call aid to civil power. That's if the police action is not working, is not effective, then the commander-in-chief can get the army out in an operational order that will support, lives and properties. Because the first responsibility of any government is to ensure security of lives and properties of its people. Once you don't get that going, the whole National Assembly, they can shout from here till Timbuktu, or, the country is wobbling. And something has to be done, and done very quickly. It's our nation. The heavens are going to fall, like we say in the local parlance. Nobody is secured. When you get out of your house, whether you're a rich man or poor man, a middle-class man or whatever, you keep looking right and left, looking forward and back for security. What is this? Something has to be done. It's no longer a matter of party A or party B. The platform is wobbling, and wobbling so badly. So what can you do? The senators are talking. The members of the House are talking. Everybody, every corner, there's so much anger in the land. There's so much, people are not pleased. They're not happy.
Well, thank you, sir. People are certainly talking, and the presidency is listening. You'll recall that this week, Femi Adesina issued a cryptic warning to past political leaders and religious leaders, saying that there's some saber-rattling going on, there are threats to topple the government of President Muhammadu Buhari. What is your response to that, sir?
I think that is an absolute trash. It's an absolute trash. What are you talking about taking over government, an elected government? Are you saying if we feel that things are not going in the right way, we cannot talk? When we talk, that for one is your birthright. Two, it is a fundamental right to react to situation, to react to things that are hitting you and not impacting on you positively. Are you saying we are zombies to be quiet and start walking around and don't talk? The president must have a feedback, and that feedback is the fact that all is not well. All is not well. Adesina can be deceiving himself there, but all is not well. He must have relations, he must have friends, he must have his own children too, who are going from location A to location B. It is heart-wrenching. And this talk about trying to take over government, to do what? You see, if you are not elected, what are you taking over? Taking over what? So people must no longer talk. When the current Minister of Information, when Jonathan was there, he was the greatest spokesman, talking from all sides of his mouth, talking from all sides of his head, blasting the government, talking. In fact, I remember one time, Bola Tinubu called Jonathan the drunken Ijo man. He didn't get offended. So you are now telling people, be quiet. Because you are planning to do what? What do you want to do? You were elected there to serve the people. Those in government must ensure that there will be security of lives and property. That is non-negotiable. Please, let them move away from this scary, unfathomable statements.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for your explanation. I'd like to get your comments also on the reactions of another elder statesman, I should say, a man in his 80s, Robert Clark, saying that at this point he doesn't think Nigeria will last another 6 months and the military should come in and make a dash at governance.
No. Let me try and advise our people. You know, it is not the responsibility of the military to get involved in governance. I was in the military. I knew what it was when we had the normal civilian governance, and I knew what it was when the military took over. The impact it has on the military itself, we are yet to completely get back to normal operation. People who are talking about military, that is not our responsibility. It has never been, and it will never be. Everybody is designed, trained to do its own function so that the collective responsibility, the unanimous working together, is to make sure that A and B can move in one direction that will be synonymous to civilized behavior. Please, those who are talking about military should dance away from it. It is not acceptable. It will completely roll this country back many centuries. The young men in the military now, they have their responsibilities. That's why I'm saying the aid to civil power operation should be immediately enforced so that the military will be engaged in driving all these miscreants from the streets. You know? And it's something we had done before. But to tell them, train for,
well,
I don't subscribe to it. It will send us so many centuries back. Let us talk about it. That is the essence of democracy. We can talk about it. We can react to things that are not going right. And you have, it's part of the fundamental rights of every Nigerian. Because governance, like that's why we are saying, you see, the system we are running is so akin to military organization. You have one man sitting at the top of the government and his orders percolates to the bottom. No. In a democratic dispensation, power must come from the bottom up. The power of the people is what should drive our politicians and our leaders in taking decisions. Because you are elected, you told them, please trust me, that I will go there to manage the resources of your nation for your benefit, not the other way around.
Every Nigerian will agree with you that whatever the problems may be, this is a civilian dispensation.
Which will solve it.
And military rule is unacceptable. It has become unfashionable.
It's an aberration.
And it's an aberration. You got it right, sir. But you were talking about the military as an aid to civil power. Now, that is part of the constitutional responsibility of the military. But we have also argued that, in fact, the military is so involved at the moment. Soldiers are now doing police work. And even in spite of that, we have not seen any difference. Now, as a retired military chief, do you feel embarrassed that even with the military getting involved to protect Nigeria internally and externally, they don't seem to be doing a good job? And then, you know, many soldiers, after they returned to civilian rule, took over and took the Agbada. They donned their Agbada and Babariga. They became civilian politicians. And we have, as president, a tested, you know, war veteran. And yet, under his watch, he's not been able to deliver on the first point of his 3-point agenda that will deal with security in Nigeria. Do you feel embarrassed that you know, your constituency is not really helping or is overwhelmed by terrorists, bandits, kidnappers?
No. I am not embarrassed. I am very concerned. And saying that I'm concerned means a lot. Not embarrassed, because we are all Nigerians. I said that there is an operation that we carry out in the military that is codenamed Aid to Civil Power. If you have an insurgency and the police action is not able to resolve them, then you call in the military to back them up and take over the operation. That is the aid to civil power. I'm not sure whether it has been instituted, and there have been all kinds of stories on this Boko Haram, even before the president came in, and when President Jonathan was there, this thing was building up. There were a lot of information inputs that were being put forward at that time. And instead of people listening, they politicized those inputs and turned us in a direction that scattered the whole operation. I think, for me, I said embarrassed. We had suggested severally, and this is not a matter of party B or party C now. I'm talking as a Nigerian, as a retired general, and as somebody who has been in government too, that there is need to interact with all the leaders from the various corners of this country. I said that before. Let the president make sure they call all these people, because when in our local parlance, in those days, once you have something that is much bigger than what you had experienced before, the local Oba or whatever, the king there, will call all the leaders of the various quarters and brainstorm. Like we say in my local parlance, you put your heads together, you put stomach to stomach, and discuss these things. Let's find solutions. It is not that a one man should wear the brains of everybody. It is when you interact, you discuss solutions to the problems that are befalling us. So, in my opinion, I think that rather than saying embarrassed, I said I'm very concerned. They have tried all kinds of methodologies in the past. For us, it has not worked. It has not worked. So you must alter course and do something else. And it is the responsibility of the leadership to call all those people. They are there. There are some very senior retired generals. There are others that are Obas, from various quarters of this country. There are also very, very senior politicians. Call them up together, lock the door, discuss the problems of this country. Forget about your party B or party A or party C. It is now a national malady. And so it calls for everybody to put their hands on the deck and see what we can come out with. So everybody will leave that meeting feeling that you are part of the solution. It's our country. That's one side. The other issue for me is that the system that was handed over since 1999 is not working. For God's sake, it is not working. And you will know that the lack of communal security is what is being transported and is expanding and is completely consuming this country. It means that the issue of total centralization of the power of the presidency is not working. You have to devolve power to the states so that the state itself, the local government, will also have their own powers, so that from unit to unit, you can effectively, the people in that community will know that this chairman, we voted you and your team to make sure that life means, brings more, gives more meaning to them. And if you don't do that, they can remove you in 4 years. But to leave it that one man will sit and the power will percolate from top to bottom with this massive nation, that system has not worked. We have tried it. It is not working. Don't let us deceive ourselves. And there had been a national conference. A report was submitted. That report is still there. we have another 1 year of the grace of God to let us sit down and discuss the report of that conference. And let's move forward. For me, it is not a matter of you hate this one, you hate that one. You know, the consequences now, one, you are perpetuating the lack of cohesion amongst the tribes. They are no longer talking together. When I was young, I mean, the Fulanis used to bring their cows over 75 years now. And after selling the cows in Lagos, they would have been able to extract the urine of the cows. And Agumudadani, they were going all over Lagos. People bought a lot of the Agumudadani. There was no friction. There was no dissenting voices. They made friendship with everybody. And they made their money, went back there, and will come back with the cows. So now what is the problem? Why are we...
Yeah, this is Murugagani. It's what they have been drinking from the Fulanis. This is exactly what is affecting us. I'm telling you the truth. This is the area that I extracted something. I want this thing to continue because I want us to listen. They bring their cow, they sell it, they take the urine, and they call it Murugagani, and people are buying it. Probably people are buying it and drinking. Let's continue because this is very interesting.
Having so much tension amongst ourselves. One, we must, on moral suasion.
All right.
And talk.
Let's see.
Let us teach.
What I will do now is I will take calls as this thing is going because it looks like a lot of people want to call. But I wanted you guys to listen to this very attentively. But let me take a few calls and then I will continue from there. All right. I have a caller on private line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning. Make it very brief.
Good morning. Good morning, my brother. God bless you.
Welcome to the program.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for all the good job you're doing. My name is my man Ugo Onyejaka. I am the national PRO of IPOB here in the United States, but I reside here in Washington, D.C. I'm from Amibo Enolo, Amibo home of the Tiger, and Amibo home of King Jaja of Ipob. As I thank you once more, and I thank Mazi NNAMDI'S. Yes, Mazi, I heard what this guy was saying. If you check them out, the military guy, they are the benefactors of the crisis, the problem that we are having in Nigeria today. He have given his own opinion, and his own opinion is okay. Yes, but the fact there is that anybody that is still thinking that Nigeria is going to have politics, the politicians are going to come, we're going to have election, that person must be so delusional. The person must be out of reality with what is going on in the nation, honestly. And they're saying that now that they have brought all these military guys to go in the houses of people, shooting a woman, killing a lady. Killing a lady. When you beat a woman, do you know how that degrades you as a man? Talk less of taking a gun to shoot a harmless woman. A woman that doesn't carry any gun, nothing. You just shot the woman and then dead. And that will make you to be. Nigeria is gone. The only thing that I'm telling the youth that found themselves in this Nigeria now, the indigenous youth, believe me, Nigeria is your burial ground. Either you break Nigeria or Nigeria will break you. That is the way it is. If you're thinking that in this Nigeria that you are in, that you're going to one day live like a human being, you know that you must be very delusional, I'm telling you. The only thing you have to do, protect yourself. Because, if they say somebody is not going to sleep, a child that said that the mother or father is not going to sleep, that child will never sleep. So the only thing they do is that they have to be watching their back anywhere they go. Thank God we have a lot of ammunition, a lot of guns everywhere. All these people, you can never treat people like this and then you still be comfortable walking around, driving your nice car. No, it cannot happen because Nigeria is going to the second phase now. So what am I saying? I am urging all the Biafran youth, be very careful, be mindful that these people are hunting for you. And this is the reason why they brought all these, Fulani herdsmen from Borono to come to the Biafran land. They brought all of them, Iyke, and then the other guy. They brought all these Fulanis so that they will come and hunt you. So be very, very careful. Be extremely vigilant. Be very careful. Watch your step. Watch your telephone, and then be careful so that they don't track your phone. Believe me, because now, it is war. War is in Nigeria. Thank God I saw what the ones we are doing. The ones have risen, and they're not going back. Nobody thought that it will come to this extent. So, otherwise, stand up, Middle Belt, stand up. Let us go ahead and do this. So if you are here in United States of America, and you have seen the situation of things in your homeland, that is the Biafra land, and then you are still hoping that everything is okay, and you are walking around here and then listening and then going to the Facebook and seeing what is going on, and you do not want to come and contribute or do the needful or do anything you can do so that we can see how we can get ourselves together. Because after said and done, everybody is going to go to their house. That is to your tent, O Israel. Definitely, Oduduwa is going to their own, Biafra is going, and then the Arewa and the Middle Belt, they are going to their own. So what I'm begging you and what I'm asking you is do the needful. Please donate money so that we can take care of all these Eastern Security Network guys, these volunteer guys that are just manning our forest. These guys that don't have sleep. What they do is just go ahead and protect us. So please, if you can do that, I will urge you to go to our website, and that our website is www.ipobnusa.org/donate. www.ipobnusa.org/donate. Mazi, thank you.
All right, thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls here. Like I said, I am going to continue with this talk with George Ambode. But if any call comes in, I'll pick up the call. Let's take this one. I have a call coming in on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, Mazi Peters. Good evening, my brother. I'm calling you from India.
Welcome to the
My
program.
name is Mazi Iyke. Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Chukwu Okada mekenedere gị n'isi nwere gị Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ụmụ IPOB na ESN. Unknown government, Chukwu protect them, guide them. At the end, Biafra will be restored. In Chukwu Okada's name. He said, my brother, Mazi Peters, everybody, what is holding you now is just fear. People are very afraid, to speak the truth. But all of them have known that Nigeria is like a broken bottle. And once you smash bottle on the ground, it becomes pieces. You cannot pick them all. Something must left. You can never in this world. That is how Nigeria is. So anybody speaking about the unity of Nigeria or talking about how to follow how the people have governed, how they have presidented before to put it in to move Nigeria forward. It is not possible anymore. Because why? We are not one. We are not one. Biafra have their own culture differently. Oduduwa people have their own culture differently. And if Arewa, they have their own culture differently. See, now, Fulani is telling you they are ready to leave Nigeria. But this is to tell everybody that Nigeria is unworkable because they want to intimidate all of us. They want to kill us and take our land. Now they are telling you they want to leave the land. But they are deploying military in Southeast, killing people as we are speaking now. You find out that the people Fulani have invited in Nigeria to protect them, to guide them, to fight with them now, are eating their flesh. They don't have any control in those people right now. They want to even kill them. You see what is happening in our place. A Southerner governors speak on the goodness of their people, and other people from North are telling you they have to be invited in their meeting. Without them being invited, nothing will happen. But we are in one Nigeria. In that same one Nigeria, that somebody will come from South and speak in North. You said, no, we have our culture. We have how we do it. But we are in the same country. See what Falani is saying. Yes, speaking grammar is okay. Making a point is okay. speaking creating the awareness and sounding well, good. Yes, it's fine. But is Fulani listening to your grammar? Are they following the instruction you are giving to? That law you are quoting is for Southerner. Northerner don't know about it. And once Northerner has speak, there is nothing to do again. This is to say, to start now, that our people, youth, the indigenous people, Biafrans and Oduduwa, we will not back down. We will not listen to anybody telling you about Nigeria, how to better Nigeria. That person is your enemy. You have not bettered Nigeria for many years, almost 100 and something years now. There is nothing to boast. There is nothing to show in Nigeria. Now you are telling me to, okay, let us just start with this one that happened recently, October last year, and SARS. All the promises, youth that come out to protest, all the promises they have given to you, have they carried one along? Have they as in starting from the promise they have given to you that go back, we have heard your cry. Have they done anything?
No.
Youth are still fighting, crying. You study finish, nothing, no job, no education, nothing to show up, and we are still fighting for one Nigeria. My brother, Nigeria is just a broken bottle. And if we don't fight for ourselves, nobody will fight for us. White man will not come and tell you to fight for your freedom. Once you are living with it, white man is also seeing you that you are enjoying with it. So don't expect anybody to fight for you. Fight for yourself. Thank you very much, Mazi.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you very much for your call. I have another one coming in. Let's take this one on Signal. Caller on Signal. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Dr. Iyke. Good morning, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Your brother Judea calling from my location. Mazi Iyke. Father, they must just know that Nigeria is being ruled not with Nigeria constitution, because the Fulanis have their own constitution which they rule from. They called it whatever they call it. Nigeria called federal character, and that's a entire different thing. Abaka Shakau just told the other time they don't obey Nigeria constitution, they obey the constitution of Allah. So which is not written, it seems like something invisible to see. So, but that is not why I called. The why I called you this morning, sir, is that just want to ask Biafrans, what are we learning from what is going on in Israel? What are we learning from what is going on in Israel right now? Because why I ask that question is that some people are just born, their mouth is very long, more than even like Mohammed own. Pay for ESN, you won't pay. Ordinary to call, even use your free airtime to call a radio to motivate others, you will not call. Then, tweet, you will not tweet. Post something in Facebook, you will not post. You just there, deaf and dumb. But do you want Biafra? Yes. You look at all the elites, look at the entire, all the Biafras, both from diaspora and the back home. What do you ask them? Hey, this is NNAMDI'S Kanu has been saying it for, just like what he read earlier. NNAMDI'S Kanu has been saying, listen, but if we add this person, that at least even if he have opportunity to speak to President of America, he had that ability to go that extent. But when he arrived there, he would tell them, I'm not an IPOB, I am not into this ESN, but I love what NNAMDI'S is doing. That go to every single platform, go to everywhere. You hear the so-called elite, the so-called important people in Igbo land. I really want these people. NNAMDI'S Kanu have been saying this. He's a prophet. He is ahead of everybody. What are you doing? It's good to look at exactly what is going on in Israel now. Every single important person in Israel is tweeting. Even the Indians, all the nationals carry everybody is tweeting about what happened in Israel. But the same thing happened in Israel as of a day before yesterday. If I'm correct, if I'm wrong, correct me. I only heard that Israel lost 7. Hamas and the Palestinians, they lost 65. Now, that is what they lost in less than a minute in Biafra land. But the so-called elite, nobody's tweeting anything. If you brought them in the channel TV, they start talking rubbish. Put them in the AIT, they start talking rubbish. But these same people go to their Twitter account, they tweet about Israel. Go to their Facebook, they tweet. How many of them are following our leaders? The same man you like so much. Hey, Nnamdi Kanu is a prophet. You have seen this a long time ago. Go to Nnamdi Kanu's Twitter account. How many of you they are retweeting what he's tweeting? It's just tweeted now. How many of you are there? We go to Hamas Facebook account. You go to what do you call it? The Netanyahu's Facebook account. You find out 1.something million people are tweeting what he's tweeting. He lost only 7. You lost 5 million during the Biafra war. Since then, count how many million you have lost in today. But we carry me. I have tweeted Israel, but I cannot tweet Israel on and left Biafra alone. So when all of you gather anywhere, what is the kind of IPOB? The short, even including Devil Mai, whatever the IPOB are doing, we should look into it. The one in Abia. All just come back sometimes talk rubbish. Okay, what these people, you know what we are talking about is something to look into. 17 governors have gathered now, and almost the same lane they are killing people. Even if you say, okay, we are not agreed to divide, restructure the country. Now, ordinary professor that you people see on a video, why is the governors waiting to counter this guy? Why are they preparing him? This guy was seen on a video. Accompany Sheikh Gumi to forest to go and pay bandits. The same man turning in all the southerners, they are not in a hotel, even though he know that it was a governor lodge. So he now in the state house, so he said, no, you believe that this 13, 14, 50 people gathered. What are they waiting for to reply this man? Why are they waiting for this before they grow wing? Fulani is not going. They are not ready to go anywhere because they're borrowing the money, they're stealing the money, they're packing it, developing the jail, and the rest of them deceiving you. That if you say Fulani are going to go, everybody will gather. Those people are just. They are like a dog. They sit waiting for the last bone. They're not going anywhere. So what I'm saying is, Biafrans, whether you believe or not, somebody is dying and you don't know who else. They are telling you now, go to Sahara Report, go to our leaders' as Twitter. You see, they are drafting soldiers from Borolu going down there. How many of you are shouting it to the world what is going on? We can fight our fight, yes. But Israel can also fight, but they're still on Twitter. Somebody will come and say, no, we don't want to beg anybody to tweet our tweet. But Israel are capable. But they are tweeting. They are fighting, telling Joe Biden, do not allow it to happen to Israel. Not that they cannot defend themselves, but as Naka, you but our own. And I'm not an IPOB, but what IPOB is doing, you just want to isolate yourself from IPOB just because you know. Ordinary photo, people that took photo from NNAMDI is being arrested. Devil Mai. He can name all the governors. They are taking pictures with our leader. Why not they are arrested? Why are they not saying they are the leader of the deputy to Iyke? If you see anybody with a picture of Nnamdi Kanu, he's a deputy to Iyke. Why don't you arrest Dave Umai? He's also a deputy of Iyke. All of them also deputy to Iyke. We cannot do those things. All these are being born. God bless you, Peter. No.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984. That's a WhatsApp line, plus 19294069953. All right, I have a call coming in on straight line. Let me take this one. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, Peter, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
This is Kenneth calling from Houston. I want to thank you for what you're doing. I thank our great leader. I thank every great man and women out there doing great job. Without wasting your time, I want to comment on the 2 things you read this morning. The first one, the man that's saying they want to leave. I don't know what they are still waiting for. Or is the donkey not available? If the donkey is not available, we can make some donkeys available so that they can take it and head straight to Fukajelo. And another thing is the guy that was saying good about our leader. It's like that everywhere. Like I used to say, the first day I heard about Radio Biafra is like this. So somebody came and said, yeah, there's one man that is cursing people, talking rubbish. I said, what is the man? What is he talking about? He said he's talking about, I said, Biafra? Yeah, can I get the information? And I gave me a number. That was 2015. I listened only once and that's it. So many people are even coming into IPOB through those words because Those are the only way to talk to a black man. Call black man. You don't do like that, no way. We pamper them, then they do whatever they want. So I want to thank you for your great job. Keep on doing great job. I want to make people. If you are not you're not contributing, please start contributing. Please start paying your money because we need money at this moment. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still here. Like I was saying, I was airing something on Arise TV. I just want us to listen to this very attentively because he's an old politician. He's one of the people that want to. Speaking on 2000, they're afraid to say that Buhari is dead. Their boss is dead, and
our kids, the moral standards required in a civilized environment. What happened to the civics that we learned when we were young? If you do something evil to another man, who tells you that tomorrow that evil will not come into your house? What the hell is going on? He hasn't called me, but, we have a pool of people that he can call. But this is my view. It's very, very heart-wrenching. Very heart-wrenching.
Okay, and it's quite very painful what is happening in the country. But you talked about religious and moral leaders. But there's been a religious leader, or sheikh, that has been engaging with kidnappers. His name is Sheikh Gumi. What's your take on him? And I'll also ask you, what's your take on the presidential ambition of, can I use the word, your friend Bola Tinubu? Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Oh, gosh. Well, let me say it in very clear language, in English language. To me, it's an insult to the civilized people of this country, those who are committed to national development, that the likes of him, first of all, we must, whoever is going to come to take over the mantle of this country, I am of the opinion that the system of governance we are running now is completely ineffective. It is so militarized in its structure, in its nature, and we cannot be waiting for others from one single person. Let the power be devolved to all the states so that in each area, people, because as you go from one state to the other, the culture is different, the attitude is different, the resources are different. So it is the aggregation of all these states that will make this mighty nation. But to sit down in one place with somebody backing others like a military organization, it is not working. So for this man, this clown, saying he wants to be president, you should ask him, what did he do where he governed before? He has appropriated, we've been shouting about it, and I'm still saying it now publicly, that the EFCC should go urgently, to go and investigate the Alpha Beta company owned by him. They haven't paid any taxes since he started. I am reliably told that they garnered almost 30-something billion in 1 year, last year, from the treasury of this country. If that money is available, would they not have used the money to alleviate the sufferings, to give succor to the people, to millions of those people at the bottom of the base? Individually, one person took 34.7 billion by his company. Which tax did he pay? And we've been talking that EFCC should go. Even the former managing director wrote a petition up till now. I'm challenging the young man that is there now for the posterity of this nation, because he's no longer too young. At 40, he's no longer young. There were former heads of state that became heads of state at 31 or 32. Papa Olowo was 33 when he took over as premier, and Baba Obasanjo too was head of state when he was 39. So at 40, I believe your life really starts. They can be the turning point. Let him be bold enough and save his own generation. We must make sure that they investigate him. He is junketing all over the place. It's an insult to the civilized minds, those who have worked so hard in this country. And look at the joke. Suddenly, Lagos state government is now saying they're setting up a law. Nobody should go to EFCC. They should be the judge, the jury in their own case. What a mess. What a nonsense. Please, this nation must survive. If by whatever yardstick it becomes the head of state, I will cease to be a Nigerian. And I'm not joking. How?
About Sheikh Gumi, I talked about. You talked about a moral compass and a religious leader. Have been talking to some of these bandits and negotiating with them, and ransom still being paid anyway.
Yeah, the Dr. Gumi, Sheikh Gumi, yeah. What he was saying, and I like people to be honest. You know what he said? I listened to it. He said he championed the fight against Jonathan during his period and was calling that Jonathan must resign because so much blood has been spilled. He said it openly. He said, so what for now, if he did that to Jonathan and he's asking his own brother, that's the way he said it, that he's asking his own brother that he must change his system. Otherwise, he will lead a protest down that he himself, because more blood has been spilled now than Jonathan's period. So he's going to ask him that he must also resign in a double fashion. You know, he was talking to his people in his teaching. And I looked at it and I said, ooh, well, if he was that bold, which was true, he said it at that time, why can't he say it now? Because the situation has not gotten better. But all those jokers, like the Minister of Information speaking from both sides of his mouth and lying all the way, and the additionals of this world and the other gentleman there covering up, let's tell the truth. Say it the way it is. Like we say in my palace, why don't you say it? If you say it, you die. If you don't say it, you die. Why don't you say it and let the devil be ashamed? You know, there's a popular saying, if you fool me for the first time, shame on you. But if I'm so stupid that you fool me the second time, then shame on me. Nigeria has grown. This nation has produced all parts of the country. I see the young minds, all these young people from all over this country, the north, the south, the east, and all that. They need a future. We need to translate and transform our Nigerian country to a nation. We are just existing as a country and not a nation. And it's going to affect the future of our people. Please, let's do what is just, what is fair, what is right, for the sake of these young generations that are coming.
I mean, these are tough times in Nigeria. I would like to repeat the point we both agreed upon earlier, that military rule is an aberration. Yeah. And as a company, Arise News, our policy is that there's no role for the military in democratic governance. So I'm just restating that for the benefit of those who could twist the statements. Now, let me go back to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Chief, I hope you are aware that on the basis of some of the things you said, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu could take you to task. You called him a clown. You said he has to account for some money. But these are allegations.
You bet.
Yes. Well, I hope he doesn't sue you for defamation. Those are your words, not ours, in this station here. But very quickly, the bone of contention.
Let us go to court.
Well, okay.
Now, let us go to court so that we both will be talking under oath. I am saying these allegations, we have documents. EFCC has been investigating. The former managing director of Alpha Beta himself stated, black and white, how they have been siphoning the money of the Lagos State Treasury. And you're saying, let him take me to court. We will go there, I will say my own, and the papers will be there. Let him defend it. First of all, we want the original certificates of the university he claims he attended. And exactly what is his own real name. Look, you want to get a clown to be your head? What you will breed will be a pool of clowns. We need people. And there are people in this.
Yeah, let me stop it. Let me hold it right there, because this was the actual thing that I listened to and that made me want to air this. The man said, something he said, if this man becomes the president, Bola Tinubu, he's going to stop being a Nigerian. Are you still a Nigerian at this time? You don't have to be. There's nobody out there who wants to answer a Nigerian at this time, shamelessly, because it's a total mess. Now he's going to present his certificate with what schools he attended. Now this makes us even believe that the name is answering Bola Ahmed Tinubu probably is not his real name. I saw it yesterday, like something that looked like Alusi, and they said he's the man that is trying to be president of Nigeria. Oh my goodness. It's a bloody shame to everybody. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. I still want to remind you that today is the launching of the Ikonso Foundation that is coming up at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. That will be exactly 7 p.m. in Biafra land time. I need you to tune in to be on. It's a Zoom meeting that is coming up. With grace, by God's grace, I will be there. I'll be part of it. And our leader, Mazi, NNAMDI'S, is going to be the special guest of honor in that Zoom meeting. So please make sure that you tune in. Don't be left out, because what we are doing is, the military, they lied about this person. There was a call that was made to his family, and at the end, the channel spoke to our media man, our media publicity secretary, on phone, and because of that, all hell went loose, and the NBC, the regulating body of media in Nigeria, kind of sanctioned channels and asked them to pay a fine. That was what this guy was talking about today, Falana. Falana actually was saying what was correct. The only problem I have with them, and I keep saying it, is that they wait until things affect them. That's when they talk about them. And eventually call themselves One Nigeria. Isn't that funny? Because when it happens in the north, you sound different. When it happens in the south, sometimes you don't even say anything about it. This whole thing is, they're talking now because, why? The reason is very simple. It has affected them one way or the other. Because, first of all, our leader has said, why would even this channel, why would they pay that fine? Why? And one of the callers had said something that's very important. He said, even if channel have paid that money, do you think the government is going to return 5 million? No, they will not. They're picking every penny that they can lay their hands on. So why do you have to pay them when you know they can't do anything to you when you pay them? Because I don't really know what they're going to be able to do. To be honest with you, they don't have control over the internet. They don't have control. What do they do? Come shut down your business? I don't know how they're going to do that. So let me, I'm still bringing your mind back to the reason why Falana said what he said today. Listen to this.
Meanwhile, Ipob has released a statement reacting to the arrest and death of one of theirs. We caught up with the spokesperson of the group, Emma Powerful. And here is the telephone interview with him.
What can you tell us about what happened yesterday, the arrest and the death of a leader of Ipob?
They lied to the public that they enter our camp. Nigerian army can never in their life enter ESN camp. That is a promise. The guy went to his village. They ambushed him there. That was all.
Why did you say they can never enter your camp?
They cannot, because they don't have the wherewithal to enter there. They don't have the power.
Do you mean that you have the firepower?
God is on our side, and God is protecting us.
So what happened? How did you lose the member, and how many of your people have been arrested?
They have arrested more than, since in Imo State, they arrested more than 50 people in the zone there. In Oguta, Haji, Ebema, LUGA. They have been arresting people, going to their houses and they arrest them. In Anambra, they arrested so many people. In Abia, they arrested so many people. And yesterday on, the guy, our commander went to his village. He's from our mama. They ambushed him with some politicians who opposed him, Obioso and the coup. They ambushed him, ordered the military to kill him. That was what happened.
You sent a tacit threat to the governor of Imo State. What do you mean by that threat?
He knows Imo State administrator, Supreme Court administrator, knows very well that he committed a crime and we must follow him up.
What crime did he commit?
He ordered for the killing of this guy because he refused his offer.
What offer is that?
To come and hear the Bubago, which the Southeast governors established.
When did he offer him? Did he speak to him on the phone? Did he have a meeting with him?
He sent some people to meet him.
And what happened? He refused, or what
the guy refused, that he cannot betray Biafra's agitation and the ES and our leader, Mazi and Since then, they have been threatening him.
And so, when you now send this threat, what do you plan to do?
You don't ask me what are my plans. We have plans, and we must execute it. That's all. I'm
very sure you are aware that the federal government has proscribed your organization. So,
why are they running from their courts to come and defend it? That is a black market proscription.
You are not worried that you are described as terrorists?
We are not terrorists. You know that.
No, that's what the federal government calls you.
Journalist, you know that Ipob is not a terrorist.
But that's what the federal government calls you.
They call because they don't want to defend it. They don't want us to defend the matter in the court. Every day, any court date, they run away. Don't you know that?
So what are you planning to do now?
We are planning to get Biafra.
When are you planning to do that?
God knows the time.
Okay, so let me, because residents of Omuma, when we interviewed them yesterday, they said that the people that attacked the governor's house are members of ESN. What do you have to say to that?
Anybody can say whatever he or she likes. It doesn't concern us.
So, and that's the reason why I asked the question in the first place, that are your members or ESN, are they the ones who attacked the governor's house? Because those who saw it said your members were the ones who staged the attack. So some of the information that we have when we went on the ground and the pictures that we saw of the late Ikonso commander that was killed yesterday by security operatives, they said they recovered several sophisticated weapons, including 6 AK-47 rifles, hundreds of ammunition of different calibers, and lots of charms, including bulletproof charms. How true is this?
Can you, first of all, ESN we don't use army uniform, Nigerian army uniform. That is number one. Number two, they presented 3 AK-47 with 1 magazine. How can somebody use 3 AK-47 with 1 magazine? They presented 10 bullets while we have no machine gun there. So these things, they are liars. All those informations are false. They are not saying the truth because they don't want to tell the Nigerians, the citizens, the citizens that Nigeria is almost collapsing. And the IPOB have decided that nothing will stop them to back out on this course for Biafra restoration.
So
other tribes can work for their own. They can say whatever they like. We are intact. IPOB and ESN, we are intact. Another commander has taken over.
What's the name of the commander?
I won't tell you.
if you say that your intentions is for the Igbo nation,
we are not talking of, first of all, mind you, we are not talking of Igbo nation, we are talking of Biafra. Biafra comprises so many tribes, not only Igbo nation. We are not talking of Igbo nation, we are talking of Biafra.
So what are your thoughts
about Eastern region, both south and southeast. We are not talking of Igbo nation.
But let me ask you, what are your thoughts on the establishment of Ebubeagu?
Ebubeagu is a ghost security outfit, so we have nothing to do with them. If there is no group called Ebubeagu, that name is from out. It's a ghost group. We have not seen them. Let them come out and do the funny things. We show them where they belong.
Okay, so confirm to us, ESN is not behind the attack on Governor's house.
I told you before, when you went to Omuma and interviewed people, did they tell you that those that came to attack in that very place mentioned ESN, and we are ESN, we are IPOB? You didn't answer me up till now.
They said so, yes.
The people said they are ESN.
Members of the communities. Yes, they said.
Members of the community say
yes.
They are ESN.
Yes, that's what they told us.
IPOB.
Yes, that's what they told us. Yes.
They lied to you. They lied to you.
They told us that's what they confided in us, that they are members of ESN.
They are lying.
So you are saying that ESN does not have a hand in it?
ESN can never come on operation and tell you we are ESN. We can't do that. We know what we are doing.
Okay. So what kind of operation does ESN do?
We pursue Fulani terrorists in our bushes and our forests.
All right, with that, still have to remind you, because this is the reason why I'm saying this actually, is that Falana was trying to, exonerate or try to tell the government that they are false, they are wrong for whatever they are doing to channel. It's not correct. They're trying to gag the press. It's illegal. That the court, they can never stand in any court of law into what they are doing. But that they cannot just wake up and decide to shut down channel. This is it. You see, when you allow evil to strive, it will eventually get everybody. This is what they were preventing the world from knowing the truth. They were stopping. The guy, Imam Powerful, spoke very well. He said it exactly the way it is. He's a very smart person. When you read his write-ups, you will know that he's not somebody just pull over. No. He is not the person you can brush aside. He said it the way it is, and the way it is that we are here to actualize our quest for freedom, and we're going to get that freedom whether they like it or not. Please stay tuned. This afternoon, Biafra, here in the United States of America, we are holding the Ikonso Foundation fundraising, and it's going to be hilarious. And I want every one of you who can tune into, please come into that, because it is something that is very good for us, something that we, in memory of our gallant general, I call him, that's the way I choose to address him, that they killed. They went to his father's house, that's where they got him, and they killed him. And now they lied over it that, oh no, he was we went to the den of his security network, that's where we killed him. That is not true. That is absolutely not true. That is not correct. So don't fail to attend this today, because we'll be on today by 2 p.m.
Welcome to the worldwide. IPOB women and their gallant men supporters are inviting you to execute Zoom topic: fundraising for Ikonso's family / Ikonso Foundation. Date on 15th May 2021. Time 2 p.m. Eastern Time, US Canada. Dial by your location: US New York +1 9292056099. US Washington DC +13017158592. US Chicago +1 312 6266 799. US St. Joe's +1 669 900 6833. US Tacoma +1 253 215 8782. US Houston +1 346 248 7799. Meeting ID 884-0232-3262. Passcode.
Write down, because that's what you will need beyond every other number that is calling. The ID number is 884-0232-3262. I repeat, the ID number for the meeting, for you to log in, just go to your Zoom and type in the ID 884-0232-3262. One more time, the number is this: 884-0232-3262. And the passcode is 777681. With that, we come to the end of today's broadcast. Stay tuned, don't go away, because the women are coming in on Radio Biafra USA 1. We still have to remind you that what we do is that Biafra is our religion, the way we've said it before. It is our religion, and Radio Biafra is where we worship. Please stay tuned. Don't go away. The ladies are on Radio Biafra USA 1. From here, it's goodbye.